Okay, Shen, Lulu, more barriers, nice. Anyways, game. Shen, Lulu, Thermo's gonna be great. Eye is pretty good as well. A lot of the cards are gonna be challenge cards though, so they're not as insane, but anything to kind of interact with the board early is gonna be nice. That's about it. Maybe I'm keeping this too often. Feels like Eye of the Dragon definitely fits the idea of the deck, but it's not really that good outside of like Pirate aggro, I think, a lot of the time. I'd hold the Thermo, I think. I like it, but I think that there's better cases for the card, like Lolo. I definitely like it into Lolo a little bit more. Okay, dude. Relax, please. Look at it, man. You have 1 drops. Luka Doncic. Just chill out, okay? Mr. Doncic. Okay, man. Okay. Cool. You're in a rush. Sweet. This guy is in a rush. Look at him. Wow. I will... Where's pass straight up? Plays Lulu. I can play... I guess I would want one of these in play before I play Thermo. Yeah. The blocker. Cool. Of course, the second one, nice. I will play my 4-mana 3/4/3, I guess. I don't know, it kind of sucks. Holding spell mana does nothing for the Heimer. He just value trades into the 3/2, I think, then pulls the 4/3. Or vice versa, sure. Pulls both my cards. I think, I mean, I guess this is a 4/1, so maybe the value trade line isn't just better like I think it is. Could be right. Kind of tough to say, honestly. I'll take the trade though. So I mean, not an insanely loose start. He's only supported once, but it's pretty easy to get like another 1 support unit for next rounds for him. You can just slam it. Okay, see my card's dead. Just open attacks and kills it. Another one though. Cool. So order is now kind of a question. Oh man. Okay. Well, Genevieve needs to die, so it's Thermogenic Beam. Should I play her on the resolve card or no? I don't think I should, because then I get a 3/2. But the 3/2 sucks because it just dies to this. So I shouldn't. But then I can play Meditation. Oh, let's do this. Nothing to really think about here, just play the card. Cool. It's fleeting, so I have to play it now, or it's just gone. I really like it when my cards are just gone. It's less good than if they were here. I think I play another one and 2 turrets, so I get the 3/2. And the discount. Play just another one and pass as well, and then just play like the progress day. Next round, to get the 8/8. 8/8's kind of just good. I think open attack sort of just happens here, so let's do that first, see what he does. Double challenge, sure. Little chump blockers don't do that much for me. I think 8/8 is probably the play over more Heimer, sorry. So I'm gonna do this in pass. I'm pretty sure I do this in pass at least. It's a Gerberry den. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really find too much value in just getting this out. It feels like in this matchup it does nothing. That deck is cool. It feels like this deck is probably a lot more suited towards the aggression that like the pirate deck gives you. Like the health potions, mystics, that kind of stuff. Statics. It seems like it's less good against like the Demacia sort of aggression, where it's more like mid-range, plays like relatively larger things, Yeah, you have Thermogenic Beam and like a couple bombs to help you with that. But it doesn't feel like this is really tracked towards like that type of aggro. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. I can technically play Disciplines and protect my card now. I probably should. Could have technically also played Mystic and killed the Lulu with the Mystic after, but I think this is fine. He plays Rally then, and then I lose, but that's just normal. Heimer's not putting work in these games at all. I mean, I don't think it's really... So I played a game against what, like a ramp deck that killed me on curve. Ramped on curve. Played like Hearthguard, Trundle, Tryndamere, Call. I denied a... What did I even deny? I don't know, but it wasn't the Warmother's Call. We then played against a deck that played a bunch of Yetis and just absolutely decimated my face, which is cool. I don't think this deck should ever do well against Yetis. Half the cards in my deck are useless against the Yeti overwhelm deck. They don't do anything. I have then played against a deck that I probably beat actually the last matchup. Did I go to the bathroom? Shen Fiora, we probably won that, but I had to drop a deuce, so I lost. And I also played against Ezreal TF, and I think that game was won, but I threw because I was talking. So 2-2, I guess. 0-4, if we're going to be real then. Potentially 0-5. I mean, it's not looking too hot here. Obviously, I have more value than him, but I mean, I'm kind of dying. Basically, it's a win if he has rally. Or sorry, it's a win if he does not have rally, and if he does have rally, then I lose. That's all there really is to it at all. Been playing a lot. Are Yetis good? Yeah, Yetis are definitely strong, man. For sure, viable to climb 2 Masters and 3 Masters with. You play them with a primarily large shell with Freljord, and then what you do is you just have Overwhelm. Is you have the 4-mana 3/3 Overwhelm card that if your Allegiance gives you Overwhelm. You just played 3 rallies, and you played 2 combats, and then your cards just pop. So this is 10. Okay. How do I start this? I like killing the Lulu, but I mean, he just buries it, right? So that's not that good. I don't have 0 cost spells, so I can't play Challenger. I wanted to get flash off that, so I did it. Yep, Art Warriors is quite good. Yeah. That can be played in response to a spell, so I actually could have opened with a spell and removed that. That's my bad. So Lulu's alive because I didn't do that. I am dumb. That being said, I could still Static Shock plus Mystic here if we wanted. I don't know if that's really the case though. These 3 challenge cards, I don't really know if I even care about those. Maybe just Meditation again. I'm at 5-9, so I'm gonna lose my turret unfortunately if I do that, which means it's likely not a very good idea. I wanted to look for flashes because they have 3 in the deck still, but that's not gonna be the play, I don't think. Play 2-2s if we want. 2-2s are kind of bad though, so I guess I just Mystic and then play Static then. 5-9, so I would have to do it this way so I don't overdraw. Yeah. Otherwise, if I'm at 9, then I create 2 with this. No, I would still not overdraw. I would create 2 and be fine. Because I go from 9 to 8, and then 8 I gain 2, I'm at 10. My bad. I have NA math skills. They're not top tier. Some people have very, very good North American education. And trust me, mine is better than most Americans because I'm Canadian. But I'm still Canadian. So that brings it down from the education being good, because my Canadian brain cells are small. It's unfortunate how that works, but that's just the way that it goes. Sure. Man, it honestly sucks to beat me today, not gonna lie. Imagine playing into Ranger's Resolve and I could have played the Static Shock into the Mystic. Well, you know what they say, right? Sucks to suck. It does in fact suck to suck. I can confirm. It really sucks to suck. To play other modes like Labs, Gauntlet, or Expedition. Generally when I get bored of Ladder, yeah. I think that Expedition's fun. You know, fun fact, I actually hold a speed record world record for fastest expedition win, 7-win run ever in a 10-kilometer vicinity of my mom's basement. 49 minutes and 54 seconds. That's my time for 7 wins post Legion Rearguard nerf. So it was actually hard. Yes, that's right. It was actually difficult to do what I did. Not many can do it, but I did. Labs I find enjoyable sometimes. I think that the pre-made deck ones are less enjoyable for me than the ones where you get a constructor decks like you can right now. And I think that Gauntlet is interesting, but they don't do enough with the format. They will eventually, but the problem is like the tri-class thing I thought was really cool. You know, I played the singleton one as well. I enjoyed that a lot. I did that as a challenge for ladder regularly previously, but I think that they just don't do enough with it in general, and they could, I guess, just work on doing more. Because right now it feels like they don't do enough. Okay. Big sneeze time. Why is my HP so low? That'll flip next turn as well.
Our wills align.
Am I Delta open? Probably no. I mean, I have the palms, probably not. I may still just win even though I played super poorly this game. Because you didn't want to kill Heimer. Some more jump blockers, but I guess I don't really have a way to win post that, I guess. Kind of a toughie. Hello, Pix. What up? In shape. Me also. Satisfaction is the minimum. Guaranteed.
Get him, Pix! All the colors.
You call this a fight? Aha! Run them through. Hardly fair.
Okay, so I'm at how many cards now? 8. So I do this, I go to 10. Not ideal. I just don't have space for the flash stuff that I want to do. It sucks. It really does. So what are we doing instead then? I guess it's playing cards that don't draw cards. It's good. Do some stuff like this, I guess. Boom. Get some turrets, let's go. Gain some units, get some stats, play the game, you know how it goes. Okay. Oh, I have Lee Sin in my deck. I was not aware of that. I have not seen this guy in like an hour. Not gonna lie. A straight hour of gameplay. Child of the Flowers, okay. You gotta relax, buddy. I have some cards that say Overwhelm. They don't actually give me lethal. But I have a leveled Lee Sin and a Submersible. I have 9 mana. The kick is like fine, I think. Kick doesn't actually do as much as this, though. I guess it's not. Okay, that should be game. I can go Lee Sin plus kick now. So this game, I actually misplayed quite a bit. By quite a bit, I mean 1 turn. There was one like clear mess up this game. It was the turn where I went Mystic Shot into Static Shock. I should have gone Static Shock into Mystic Shock to play on the resolve. Otherwise, the Lulu would have died. But that was nice. Honestly, Heimer carried pretty hard there just with the ability to block everything. So we kind of just got to what we needed to get to. That's the Burstable plus the Lee Sin. We're going to end the game there. I mean, I would have had the Mystic Shot with the Lee for even more damage, and it would have been a really big overkill. This feels like another deck where I just keep Eye of the Dragon and like I want it, but I actually don't want it. So how about we try this instead? A hard mulligan tactic. Where we still get an Eye of the Dragon. But it feels less bad.
Ours is the one true light.
Okay. The 1, 2, 3, 4 Leona flip on curve. We ready?
The spirit gives to those who listen.
So,
Devotion to battle.
this is where we ask the game developers, excuse me, good friends, I'm supposed to have a Mystic Shot in my hand at the moment. I press a hard mulligan button. Where exactly is this Mystic Shot that I ordered? And they will tell me that it is lost in transit at the moment.
Each hold a world.
Instead, though, we get the Thermogenic Beam, which is another friend of mine. Not as good of a friend as Mystic Shot here, but he is still a friend. So that'll make him have 4 HP. Which, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't actually change anything. I don't really want to deny that. I'd rather deny Rally, I think. It is a Daybreak card for Zelena. But I think we just leave it okay. I should flash till I get Dragonlings. Yes, yeah. Dragonlings are good. Like, I have 2/2/1s that just say, you're not attacking this round. Which, to be fair, attack's probably not that good for him anyways.
What is
I
gained?
mean, maybe because of that, the play's bad. Oh, these are 2 more Puff Clouds that say you are not attacking this round. I like that. Sounds good to me. Music to my ears. This guy in his Leona, huh? Just let him do it, I don't really care. She flips, she flips. Sort of just whatever, honestly.
Proud warriors of the sun's true light.
Why does he play 1 mana 2/1? Me no comprende, senores. He just said bronze in his username, to be fair, but you never know.
Slow down, will you?
Okay. I will hit the cloud button. What cloud button does is it says, hello, I have 2/2/1s to block you. And I may actually end up denying the Zenith Blade because it's quite good on the Ranger.
Breathe in.
To block it normally, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. I guess he does run nothing with this. I mean, it's kind of less good to deny now after he's played 2. It's kind of like fully cycled then.
Jenny?
That
Genevieve, okay. Well, I am not a fan of Genevieve, I'll tell you that much. What are we doing here? There will be a concussive palm at some point, and probably a meditation. So let's start with meditation, maybe. Static key, okay. Nothing that we want. And I guess a pass into concussive volley attacks. Jenny is so strong.
nothing back.
She went from being somebody that, you know, you kind of care about to not really. Just like sort of whatever. And now she's just like some super cute baddie that just carries all your mid-range Demacia decks. Like, oh yeah, 3/1 Ranger? Nah, man, you're getting 4 attack again. And you know what? You're gonna have 1 extra health because I'm a nice sweet girl. Got your back. I don't like that. I'm not the biggest fan. I liked it more when Jenny was just not really that great. Just kind of there. She did stuff. Yeah, stuff that she did was kind of relevant. It wasn't like super relevant though. Wasn't like, you know, breaking the game for you, making everything super sweet. She was just kind of there. And now she's just kind of like, hey, I'm Jenny, what up? From the block, you know what I mean? Jenny from the block. I'm gonna hit the attack button, I think. Go, attack mode, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Why does the mid-range player have a 5-card hand cell? I don't like this.
No mercy for heretics.
Usually you beat these guys by saying, hey, you have no cards left, LMAO. But when they have cards left during the game, it makes it difficult to say, I beat you because you have no cards, LMAO. Is that understandable?
Don't get in my way.
Lucian's kind of tough to beat as well, because he ggets leveled up and then he's like, haha, I'm leveled, I now do stuff. Sure. I need to win eventually. Generally, the cards that I got off that are going to help me win. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Because it's a card that I really haven't been seeing too much in this deck. Same with Heimer, actually. His champions in general have been kind of AFK.
Still alive, I see.
We've been in the next game, I think. Monitor over, we can call it. And then I say that they're nowhere to be found, and then I find them all. Nice. Just how it goes, I guess. Like, oh yeah, Lee Sin's nowhere to be found, and then you mentioned the fact that he's nowhere to be found. It's like, oh hey, Lee Sin, how you doing, buddy? Well is the answer. Very well. Exceptionally well, some would say. Otherwise, what are we doing? I want this to have barrier, I think. But I don't know if it's Key Guardian. But even like Key Guardian Heimer here sometimes could be better than Lee. Play Lee next rounds. 7, I have 9 mana. Oh, not that good. Should be the Lee. Okay, cool. This is an Heimer matchup, I don't think. So wait now. Big game, it would have been good. This is not really something we can do right now.
Pleasure to see you, master.
Far too late. Not only honest, we're fine. Gonna attack.
Hold nothing back.
Considering playing this, I don't think it really matters, huh? Combat then? It would have to be combat, I think.
Your lesson begins.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So Submersible does 5. This will do 4. To 3. I can gain more attack with this. Until he plays combat now, and then my Lee Sin's dead. Even better. I get Cloud. Lamau. It's gonna fine. My Submersible would die. I'd only block 1. Go to 4. That game is kind of fine, honestly. It was basically just remove his stuff, and then eventually the Lee Sin stuff went online, and kind of just popped. Lee Sin at 4 feels kind of dumb, honestly. He's definitely interesting because you got to play Ionia stuff, which wasn't really that good previously because you got outscaled by Targon a lot. But at 4, it's sort of like, okay, you actually got to play the game 2 turns earlier, which is kind of insane. Obviously, the level up is more difficult, but I think it's like kind of a nice trade-off.